Okay, howdy. Sorry, I got disconnected by apparently a butt dial, which is fun. Um, so we're trying again. But today I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit and share some ways that we use collaborative art here at home and some of the ways that, as an artist and a work at home artist, digital connection these days has become very important, and today especially globally it's very important to have digital connection when we can't have the same kind of in-person connection that maybe we're used to. And the great thing is, good news, like digital friendships and interacting digitally still stimulates the same parts of our brain. Like those connections are still as real and as important as the ones that we have face to face. So maintaining those right now is especially important for us to kind of help cope with everything that's going on. I do have a little bit of aphasia. I have some talking issues right now, so if I pause a lot, I'm sorry. But so I wanted to start with, this is something that me and my kids have always kind of done. Just it's laying around. It's a collaboration sketchbook. So what we'll do is just whenever, one of the boys or me wants to do a collaborative drawing and like kind of have that time together, we'll just sit down and we'll work on a page of the sketchbook together. And this is one of the first ones that me and Bambino did. And it's just, we had a marble maze set up for a while in the house, those plastic marble mazes. So we did a drawing of that, and this is October of 2015. So he was 4 when we did this together. So you can do it with kids of all ages. And it's kind of cool. So if you're a parent and you're working with a younger kid, you would want to kind of try and stay looser with your lines and stuff. So it's more of just like a playful interaction with your kid. And you can play with different, like all kinds of different materials. And so for younger kids, it's great on a lot of levels because you're having that one-on-one time with them still, and it's a really relaxed, fun thing to do. And you can also use that time to kind of foster conversations about what's going on in your lives, or, really just anything. And these same concepts apply to older kids, just in kind of a different way. And with older kids, like obviously you can have more involved stories and like planning to the collaborations, and that's always really neat. So that's just something that we go to a lot, and I thought I would share that idea with y'all. There are also a lot of fun art games. This weekend I'm actually gonna kind of dig through my old lesson plan stuff from when I was teaching and pull out some stuff that is like really simple to do at home, lots of fun for kids, and just like good interactive like kind of activities that y'all can do, and also ones that maybe if you're needing to work from home, the kids can do like self-contained. And I'll pull out a lot like more things for older kids as well, because mine are 6 and 9, so like on hand, that's kind of what I have at the moment. So we talked a bit about the collaboration sketchbook, and you don't have to do it in a sketchbook. If you don't have paper around, you can do it on napkins, like literally anything. But if you have questions about how to replace kind of that sketchbook element, or like ways to turn something else into a sketchbook, you can like, not in a rude way, but like, there's tons of stuff you can find by Googling. But if you want to ask me for specific questions, like, send me a message. And I'm totally cool with helping people kind of figure out the logistics of that, like to have something going more constantly. And like I said, we do this like day-to-day lives. I mean, we don't do it daily, but like this is something we've done since they were a lot younger. But I definitely anticipate using it a lot during this time as well. Another cool thing to do is there's something in the art world, it's called an exquisite corpse, which sounds very scary, but it's basically like one person starts a picture and then the other person takes off where they left off. And like you can just keep going and going with two people, or you can keep branching out. And so that's something that's really cool. You can also do it with stories. Some people are more familiar with the stories where somebody writes a sentence and then you make a whole sentence or a whole story, like passing it around with each person like going off in their own direction, right? So those are neat just to do. They're fun. And also a lot of times they'll lead to pretty cool conversations with kids, friends, like husbands and wives, all sorts of people, I'm sure. And one that I know I have in the box and I'll pull out and show at a later time is like you fold the paper into thirds, and so it's like a blind exquisite corpse. So somebody draws, we've done monsters a lot, so the one person will draw like the monster's legs, and then you fold it and the other person's drawing their body, and then you fold it and then the next person is drawing their head, and then when you open it up, it's a monster that's, contributed to by the participants. My language is odd, I'm sorry. We also did that when I was teaching on we had class on May the 4th, so we did a Star Wars themed one. So that's, another fun activity. This video I'm trying to give y'all more things that, like ideas that you can manipulate into your own, like, family dynamics or roommate dynamics. And what's great about these kinds of things is, though it's sometimes more difficult, with technology how it is today, you can also do these games like across countries. A lot of illustrators are putting out like little templates and like encouraging illustrators to like one that I've seen is like your ideal room to isolate in, and it's got staircase and then it's empty, and so people everywhere get to do their own version of it. And so that creates like it doesn't create the connections, but like it helps maintain those connections that we can't have as much in person right now. And so if you have a best friend that you can't see very much, like y'all can set up kind of a back and forth with art collaborations where you start something, send it to them, and they start it back. And those can be really fun, and it gives you something to look forward to, like in a time where we don't really know when all the fun stuff will be happening again. But so for me, artistic collaboration, as well as like other collaborative types of things, are like super important to stay connected. And that's something that through most of my adult life I've done a lot digitally, just because of our family circumstances and my job. So I'm going to do a video specifically about like coping things and like life hacks, I guess, for other types of things. But I know a lot of parents have been looking for things to do with their kids and keep their kids busy, but I thought it was also important to bring out some ideas that adults can also use. because I think a lot of us are rightfully pretty focused on all of the facts and everything that's coming in, and news from all over the world, and just really wanting to know what's happening. But at the same time, we have to kind of realize that we're in the middle of kind of a global trauma, and we've got to remember to step back and make sure that we're also exposing ourselves to content that keeps us connected to all the people that we love, and connects us to more people, and helps us to support each other through this at a time when we're just naturally going to feel like we're really alone if we can't get out and be with people. But my new motto right now is stay home, stay busy, stay connected. So I'm just trying to share as much as I can with you guys about how I've done that lifelong, in the most beneficial ways. And I know I'm forgetting stuff. I'm not feeling super great today, but I did want to do a video. And I have friends that have been bugging me about this aspect of it, so that I'm not advertising or anything. And all of these videos are going to stay free. I do want to let you guys know that I'm also posting these. I'm trying to post them also on Facebook here, but I'm posting them on YouTube as well on my page so that they'll be more accessible. So that's the information to find me on YouTube, I suppose. And also, this is a really great thing for adults looking for neat content. And yes, obviously I'm on this platform, but if you aren't on Patreon or Patreon, I still don't know how to pronounce it, it's a great way to keep supporting artists and creators of all different kinds who, are in a lot of ways at the moment we're more equipped for this situation, but long term, a lot of artists and creators are going to struggle. It's going to hurt everyone economically. But it's a great way to keep up with content. There's tons of content on there, and most creators on the platform, they'll put out free stuff, and they'll also have tiers. It's called a tier, where you can subscribe for $1 or $2 a month. So that's a good way to find more positive, creation-based content, and also support local artists in your community or artists worldwide. And there's great science videos and stuff on there too. It's not just artists. But so this is me on there. Like I said, all of these videos are going to remain free, and a lot of stuff I'm going to be posting, releasing a lot more content on here over the weekend, just for bored people, but you are more than welcome to also subscribe and contribute $1 or $2. You don't have to, though. I'm bad at business. So I guess to end the collaborative discussion for right now, I also just wanted to show you the gallery that I work with. We're doing, it's Inktober, if you're familiar with what that is. But so it's a daily drawing challenge that has prompts, and so then you can just share them, and it's really neat to see everybody's different takes on the different drawing challenges. And it's nice to have something that you're going to be regularly doing. It's helpful for me, even as somebody who works every day, to just have that, I don't know, it keeps you more motivated because it's more of a connected, collaborative kind of art interaction than, client-based or self-motivated. But, so this is, and then it's giant. This is that, but there's also a picture of it on my page and the galleries page and on my Instagram and stuff. But, so that's an easy way to, like, throughout this time, like, you don't have to do it every day, but it's a neat activity to do, to just sit down and kind of space out and make something pretty. Or not pretty. Maybe you just want to get all the yucky emotions out, because it works for that too. So I hope this was helpful. I'm sorry, I know my communication is not great in this video, but I will keep this up despite that, because hopefully that's helpful in some way. And feel free to ask any questions in the comments, and check back this weekend, after this weekend, because I'm really kind of gonna go through some stuff over the weekend now that we've had the news that school's definitely going to be closed through, I think right now they're saying the 10th is the earliest it would open. So we're going to be here for a while. So I'm going to pull all that stuff out. Before I go, this super awesome shirt is made by a San Antonio silkscreen company called Barbacoa Apparel. They're a really awesome group of artists. Just thought I would throw that out there, since, again, a lot of how we're interacting with each other right now is very different. And I don't know, to me it's still important to promote local businesses and small businesses in this time when, you know, we all have to function very differently. But all you guys stay safe. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll be back with more stuff soon, I promise. Boop, 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 boop. There it is.